I don't know if Stephen A. can corroborate this, but I can't remember in the last decade so many different people in the NBA trying like heck to get information and not being able to. I mean, from the last 24 hours, I've heard from owners,
absolutely,
agents, general managers, Patrick Beverley's on the Clippers. He does not know.
That's right.
All I can tell you is this. Kawhi Leonard has promised the Raptors the last meeting, and that meeting has not taken place yet. That does not mean it will definitely take place. I can't say that. I can't draw a line to say that means anything. He could cancel it. He could have already made up his mind. I don't have any more information than that. This is one of the, and as a credit really to Kawhi and the people around him who have chosen to really keep this private, we just can't find it out. I'd love to be able to share it, but we can't. And so as a result, I'm kind of just saying I'm not going to believe anything out there because to our best efforts and the best reporting that we have here at ESPN, it's been difficult. So unfortunately, we're going to have to wait.
I will tell you this. You're absolutely right because as I've said on several occasions, last week when I heard about Kawhi and the Lakers, I reported that. And then 24 hours later, I'm speaking to the Clippers, and they're like, hell no. There's no way in hell we're losing out to the Los Angeles Lakers. We might lose out to Toronto. There's no way in hell we're losing out to the Lakers. Then you hear from folks saying, you know what? This guy might end up staying in Toronto for another year or two. You know, it's all over the place. Here's the only thing we know. He promised the Toronto Raptors the very last interview before he announced his decision. That's all.
So let me get this straight from the two of you. You guys are not hearing that Toronto Raptors meeting is, in fact, because he's going to keep his side of the street clean, and that if the Clippers are able to poach Kawhi, it'll be because of some last-minute heroics. But as of right now, it looks like the Lakers. Are you not hearing that?
No, we're not saying we're not hearing it. We're saying that we don't believe.
Because I've heard some things.
No. We're saying we can't believe anything when it comes to Kawhi because it's so close to the vest. And not only that, you hear people very, very close to the people who are supposed to know, even vacillating back and forth. Wendy, tell me I'm wrong. You have a conversation with somebody that knows his uncle or knows his best friend or whatever, and one hour they say this, and 6 hours later, they're not sure, Max. Go ahead, Wendy.
Right. Look, Max, there is no doubt that there is growing optimism within the Lakers that they're going to pull this off.
Absolutely.
But that doesn't mean that it's real. And so in this particular free agent story, I'm just preaching caution. There are other stories that are different. I mean, we knew Kyrie was headed to Brooklyn for weeks. We had a pretty good idea that Durant was going with him for weeks. There was a little bit of muddled water at the end there when Kawhi and Durant had some communication. But we had a pretty good feel of where it was going. This one is just different. And here's the thing. We have really not seen, and unless I'm having a lapse in memory, we have not seen a guy walk off of a championship team and willingly go to another team in modern history in the NBA, really any other sport. And I'm not talking about a third-level player. The only comparison I can really make is when Michael Jordan retired twice. Not went to another team, retired. And even now, his first retirement is one of the greatest mysteries in the history of American sport. So this is extraordinarily unusual that a player who just walked off of being an MVP, who can make more money in that city, would even consider leaving. Even that is crossing the Rubicon into an unknown territory. So obviously this free agency is just very unusual. And what he's choosing from and making decisions on is an unusual set of circumstances.
All right, let's get to the debate. Stephen A., I'll start with you here. Would you rather see Kawhi join or beat LeBron if he heads to L.A.?
I would like to see him beat LeBron, but I will openly confess it's for selfish reasons, and it's twofold. Number one, I like competitive balance. I'm old school like that. Even though, and let me be the first to say, it's hypocritical. Because I have no problem when the Yankees are dominant over everybody else. Doesn't mean anything to me. I don't feel sorry for anybody one bit. But when it comes to the sport of basketball, I just have an entirely different mentality. It really rubs me the wrong way. I don't mind one team being seen as being better than most. I'm talking about competitive balance. You might be better, but you could be had. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking. What I detest is when there's such an obvious level of dominance, it almost makes no sense to even pay attention and watch because you could close your eyes, turn your back, go do something else for 6 months and still know the damn outcome because it's that lopsided. That is what I resent. In the case of Kawhi, if Kawhi were to go to the Clippers instead of the Lakers, the other point that I wanted to make that feeds towards what I like, Max and Wendy, is this. I get 80 to 81 nights of basketball in L.A. as opposed to just 40. Because if Kawhi is with the Clippers, they're going to contend. The Lakers with LeBron and AD are going to contend. They'll be going at it with one another in Tinseltown, all right?
Every night at the Staples.
And that's what I love.
All right, look,
I love that.
I cannot deny that that makes a lot of sense, and that's where I would normally be. But let me tell you a quick story.
Sure.
2009 or 10, ESPN wanted me to do radio out in L.A., right? I wound up doing Afternoon Drive with Marcellus Wiley. And I'm in New York. I'm a lifetime New Yorker. And I believe if you work radio in a town, you should root for the team that's important to that town. In L.A., that's the Lakers. I thought, well, I'm not going to give up the New York Football Giants. There was no team in L.A. at the time. No problem. Not giving up my Yankees. Dodgers, that could be my NL team. No problem. I could root for USC football, UCLA basketball. No problem. There's no real rooting interest in New York in college sports. Could I give up my Knicks for the Lakers? What the hell was I even thinking about? Yeah, I give up the Knicks for the Lakers. What have the Knicks ever done to me? I kicked them to the curb, went out to L.A. for 6 years, and enjoyed the Los Angeles Lakers. So, Stephen A., I'm a Lakers fan, even though I agree with your analysis. Just as you say you love it when the Yankees are loaded, I love it when the Lakers are loaded. I would love to see Kawhi sign with the Lakers, and then all would be right in the universe. The Lakers would be back where they belong on top of the basketball world.
You know, I was talking to Woj about this last night. This is a referendum moment for the league. If Kawhi goes to the Clippers, it's kind of the end of the three-man super team. They would have broken up in Golden State. Kawhi, would have gone to the Clippers and not joined the three-man super team in L.A. The Nets have Kyrie and Durant, and not even yet. It would sort of become a different era for the league, and I actually think it would usher in parity. I could see next year being one of the most exciting years from a basketball standpoint in the league we've had in a long time. And since the free agency class has no drama, really, because Anthony Davis is going to stay.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.